The Chancellor of the Exchequer George Osborne is expected to announce a raft of reforms when he delivers an update on the UK economy today. His mini-budget is aimed at reducing the deficit of a country that teeters on the edge of another recession. Our Europe editor David Tweed joins us now from the City of London. David, just what's at stake today?
Oh, and what's at stake is really the economic strategy of the Conservative government. I mean, here we have a strategy that really isn't working on a number of levels. Just over a year ago, Chancellor George Osborne, he promised that job cuts, public sector job cuts, that austerity would actually promote economic growth and lead to private sector job creation. But what do we have? We've got an unemployment rate near or at a 15-year high. We've got an economy which is stalling the OECD. Just yesterday, Owen, forecasting a winter recession. And so this is why he's going to be trying to explain what he can do in order to promote growth, Owen.
Yeah, well, what can he do to do that?
Well, because he's actually lagging on the fiscal targets, and there's a hole in the public finances, not a lot. I mean, there's an infrastructure program which has already been leaked, but that's going to be mainly funded by pension funds, not really by the government. And then he's also going to try and promote small businesses, many of which have been having a very, very tough time actually getting access to funding. Cutting metal for wine racks. Problem is, like many British companies, this one can't get financing to expand. At Sorrell's Wine Racks, this machine doesn't cut metal fast enough to keep up with production.
These ones here are part of our new designs, which have a...
Tim Lewis says he's tried to get bank funding for a new one, to no avail.
Well, we've got opportunities, we've explained the opportunities, but they don't want to risk any money, they don't want to take the gamble, they don't want to support our business, and probably other businesses as well, that have the opportunity for real growth and real opportunity to export.
1/3 of small businesses had their loan applications refused over the past 2 months. As a result, 1/3 of those missed growth opportunities, with 1/5 delaying investment plans. Which is why, as the Chancellor prepares his budget, business is looking to the government for a plan to keep the UK out of recession. Prime Minister David Cameron, who lives here, has promised a massive programme of credit easing to get money into cash-starved companies. But it's going to be up to his Chancellor, George Osborne, who lives here, to work out how to do it, perhaps by selling government bonds to finance loans. That would supplement plans to underwrite £20 billion of bank loans to companies with sales of less than £50 billion. The most difficult part may be getting money to those who need it.
We'd like to see government take that up and actually make it happen and make it easier for new entrants to come into the market, because at the moment there's a few key players, big players, that are keeping rates high for small businesses and making the terms completely unattractive.
No matter what economic heavy lifting the Chancellor may attempt, it may be too late to keep the economy from sliding back into recession.